Welcome to another episode of Herbs to Live By with Dr. Tracy Robinson. Thank you for joining me once again, and it has been a pleasure over these last few weeks to share my love for herbs with you. As you all know, I'm a licensed naturopathic doctor, and I've been in the field for over 15 years. And this is a channel that I have created so that I can share my love of herbs to you and give you some insight into them and how they can be beneficial to you for your health, for your physical, mental, and spiritual health, as well as just to share what I think of them and how I just incorporate them into my life. So today we're going to talk about an herb to address the heart arit. And again, arit is the Kemetic name for chakra. And we have talked about the roots and the solar plexus and the sacral. And today we're going to do the heart. And so with the heart arit, there were a lot of herbs that could be used. And I chose today to introduce you to a herb called Hibiscus sabdarifa. I know you heard the name hibiscus before. You've heard it in like a cold tea, and you see it in a lot of teas. But I really wanted to just focus on its contribution to our heart arit. And again, the herb is Hibiscus sabdarifa, and it's spelled Hibiscus and Sabdarifa. Hibiscus sabdarifa. And it also has another name called rosella. So rosella, we're going to just refer to it as rosella or hibiscus today. And we're going to just talk about its contribution to the heart arit. Now, when we think of the heart, we know that it pumps all our blood to our bodies so that we can live, so that we can nurture our cells. And it is just an important organ. And when you look at the heart as the arit, it also has some emotional and some spiritual aspects of it as well. It provides unconditional love, a state of interdependence, and balanced relationships, and sharing in harmony. When you look at it, when it's opening, your heart arit is open and it's in its positive traits. But when it's in its negative traits, it is very a feeling of unloved. You have stagnation, which kind of is like when you think of the heart physically, that you don't want it to have any stagnation. You want it to be flow and fluid, so the red cells and your oxygen, everything can just flow freely. So you don't want any stagnation. That's very a negative trait of the heart arit. And then it guilt tripping people or misplaced loyalty. So we want to just bring an herb in, and today I've chosen hibiscus to just contribute to the heart arit. Now, a little bit about Hibiscus sabdarifa is that we're going to be using the flower of it. And it's found in many places in West Africa, in North Africa, it's found in Asia, and even Hawaii. It's state flower, the yellow hibiscus. But we're looking at the red hibiscus today. And I will show you what that looks like, a dried state. As far as its actions and functions, it's an antioxidant. And what we learned with the antioxidants, like with red raspberry leaf, that it protects the cells, which is really important. And it's a cardiotonic. And we learned with tonics that they nourish tissues and restore functions. But specifically, this one is for the heart because it's cardio. So it's a cardiotonic. And also it's a cardioprotective. And it says it in the word, it protects the heart. So I chose hibiscus because of its physical traits, but also it brings a mental emotional protection as well. So it's an overall good herb for the heart arit, and to just bring in balance and harmony and to bring all those positive traits out. And when you're meditating or just want to open that arit and just bring balance to it, it's a really good tea to have in the hibiscus. And of course, you know how I am about my teas. And so I tasted the tea, of course. I had to have a couple of cups. But first, before I do that, let me show you what it looks like in its dried flower state. And this is the red hibiscus flower. So you can see that. There it is. So there's the hibiscus flower in its driest taste. And so I made a cup as always, had a cup this morning. And what I noticed is that last week, remember I had trouble figuring out the taste. Well, the taste it popped today. So with hibiscus sabdarifa, it had a very tart taste to it, and it had like a little bite to it in the end, like it lingered a little bit. And so I'm like, okay, well, you can linger a little bit on my heart and just kind of open me up. But this time I had a tougher time with the smell. Now, not in its dry state. So when I smelled the hibiscus before I made it into a tea, the flower, it had that flowery, lively taste. And I'm like, oh, this smells really good. I'm going to enjoy it. But when I made the tea, it was a little more hard for me to get the smell. It kind of just, I would say like it left. Because it didn't have that aroma like a couple of ones I had last week and the week before, like the red raspberry and the lemongrass. It didn't have an aroma. It was, like the smell was more potent when it was dry instead of when it was wet. And so it just was kind of just there. And it was just kind of just like, okay. But it has this really kick to it when I tasted it, and that's what I really liked. So this week, the taste stood out more than the smell in the wet state, in the tea state of the herb. And so I really just wanted to share with you about the hibiscus. And it's, so many people make a tea that is cold out of it. And I didn't put any honey in it, but you can add honey to yours, a little bit of honey. But I really wanted to get the taste for it in its just natural state. So I thank you for joining me and my little insert about the heart arit and also the herb hibiscus sabdarifa, which is really good herb to use for your heart arit. And as always, before I go, I would like to share with you a positive affirmation and start us on our day. And again, the I am is Anuk in the Kemetic language. And it's spelled A-N-U-K if anyone was interested. So we're going to look at our Anuk today, or I am for today. Okay. So it says, I am gifted. So go forth today knowing that you are gifted, that you've been given gifts by the Most High, our God, and that He has prepared you for all that you're going to do in this world and this time in this life journey that you have. Know that you have gifts that are abundant, gifts that will bring you health, prosperity, and just wealth and knowledge to share with others. So Anuk, and then I am gifted. So go forth today knowing that. If you have any questions, if you would like to reach out to me, please tap the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Tracy Robinson, and it'll be Herbs to Live By. And you can reach me by email at info@healthnaturesway.com. Again, my email is info@healthnaturesway.com. Enjoy my YouTube channel at Dr. Tracy Robinson, CY, no E in there, at Herbs to Live By. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed. And as always, I would like to leave you with peace, Hotep, and love, Mer, life, Ankh, and health, Seneb, Ashe.